Hey guys, I hope that you're all having a wonderful day. Welcome back to EU4. We are Bohemia, and we are about to take the next Miltech. But in the meantime, we have Bohemian Arabia, which the big reason is because... Ooh. Converting religions, huh? Very cool. Yeah, some of this stuff is going to be a little tougher because they're not heretics, but that's okay. Definitely going to be rebels over there, or not maybe. Looks like our humanist ideas are doing us a solid. Continue converting land, though. Especially if we get these events that convert lands. I don't need you. So I'm at peace. I had said before, we need to release Perugia. Well, first of all, let's make sure all of our land is in the HRE. All provinces that I own are within the HRE. So release Pisa. We'll follow the Hussite faith. I'll release... maybe I actually don't release Perugia, because that way I'll be able to holy war Spain. So we're not going to release Perugia, because as long as I border them, I can do that. So let's release Transylvania. That's good. I think I can make these guys a march as well. Defensive, offensive, religion, and ideas. They have morale, infantry combat ability. So yeah, let's definitely make them a march. And how about you guys? Defensive, offensive, religious, so cav combat, morale of armies, infantry combat, definitely a good march. And let's take a look around and see if there's any other good marches we can be making. Savoy, I think, would probably be a good march, right? They have provincial idea cost, missionary strength, so not actually super necessary to be a march. Naples, how about you? Quantity economic, you meta slaves. Goods produced, morale of armies, sure. Let's make you a march. And then he wants some maps. It's fine, I don't care. Wallachia is too small to be a useful march. These guys have defensive, offensive, cav combat ability. Fort defense is fine, but none of those are particularly useful. Mostly what I'm looking for is like army combat stuff. So one thing I can do here, these guys are not provinces in the HRE, so I can't expand over here, which is unfortunate. But what I can do is take a look at up here, see what we can do here. So I could release Flanders from these guys. Calais, conquest of Calais. Not sure. Let's make Catalonia march, because I believe that they have religious, diplo, economic, they have quantity, morale hit when losing a ship, manpower recovery, and not the best. What about you? Quantity, religious, economic, offensive. They have artillery, fire, morale of armies. Yes, you will be a march. March, march, march. Name that reference, video game reference. March, march, march. I'll give you a hint. He was my main in Season 6 of a game that is free to play. Continue to build these guys here. Level 6 forts I don't care about right now. I will build more manufactories though. Increase goods produced overall, which will increase our trade as we can continue to steer more in. I'm not being too discriminate of where exactly I'm posting it, because I don't really care particularly. Take these two techs, no problem. Be able to take this, and we'll be able to take admin tech right on time. Or, you know, soon. Right about on time. Truce with the Otto is over. France has a disputed succession. If he dies, a French noble will succeed to the throne. Probably because he's at war, yeah? No, he's not. Anyways, let's attack these guys. Oh, Hungary took this core over here. Oh, that's unfortunate. So what I need to do is I need to seize a province so I can get a holy war. So what you do is you come down here to Serbia. Serbia, I will seize this province here. Doesn't matter, he won't be upset. Wait a day, I get holy war, and there you go. Get holy war. Easy enough, right? I can give the core back to him later if I want. Doesn't matter to me. In fact, I probably will, because I don't want it. Russia wants in, sure. Help us beat up on them. I'm going to be chilling. I'm not even going to march. I'll march these guys up. Doesn't look like we're going to have any rebels, so it's fine. Yeah, I'll lose my claim. I don't care. Let's also take a look at what I need to do to finish out this mission tree. Global dominance, strongest trade power in Champagne. How am I not, really? Is France still the biggest trade power up here? Oh, it needs to be the highest valued trade node in the world or something like that? Yeah, okay. So I'll end up having to move. I'll have to move a bit. That's fine. Yeah. I can finagle the trade around a little bit towards the end if I need to. Municipal work, have a cathedral and a university in the capital. So let's do that. A cathedral. What is this? What am I building here? Trade depot? Nah, I don't care about you. I'd rather have the cathedral. What? Have I not unlocked it yet? Ah. Oh. Derp. Anyways, that's going to give me some base tax and some stuff, and then reform, whatever that word is. These provinces need at least 20 dev. Enlightenment is present, and have manufactories in both of those provinces. So let's build those manufactories then. Oh, it's these two provinces right here. And they need 20 dev each, so let's go with the local dev cost over here, local dev cost over there. We're nice and ahead on Diplo and mill points still, so no problem. This one's definitely already 20 dev. Ratibor needs a little bit more love, so we'll give it to him. No big deal, right? We'll just dev it up as we can. I'm going to get this admin tech ASAP. Any policies worth having? Improved relations, I guess, is fine. I don't know. Not particularly useful. As soon as I core this stuff up, I'll be able to get it all added to the... converted it, rather. I'll do the same thing I did before, where I come over here, siege down Ankara, siege down Kocaeli, or however it's pronounced, and then they can group up with me. Looks like they are being very aggressive down here. Are you kidding me? All right, they paid for the wall breach instantly, and they took that fort. All right. And I'm somehow fleeing over here instead of fleeing... All right. That's really annoying. Let's take this province here. So that way when they take Constantinople, they can flood across. That was dumb. At the end of the day, the Ottomans, even if they're getting gangbanged and they're bankrupt, they are still the Ottomans, and they can still do some annoying, bogus stuff. It is what it is. Also, I think this mission is going to give me a bunch of dev over there in Ratibor, so I don't think I need to dev it anymore. So let's turn these guys off. Let's put you on trade, put you on no edict, and put you on no edict when the time is right. Just no need to pay for it, right? Come on now. Win the siege, please. Knights are raiding me. I don't care. So what I'll probably do over here is I could expand the empire. I still don't know exactly how it works. If I were to click this button, if I have them as a member of the empire but not a vassal. I don't know exactly how that works. There you go. Get my boys over here. My vassal should jump on them with me. There you go. That's how you stack wipe some auto blobs. And meanwhile, the Ruskies are coming in over here. We're looking good. Looking very good. There you go. Nice thing about having a vassal swarm, they'll just jump on top of you. Who cares? They don't mind. Mamluki and Separatists, yeah, you'll have that. As soon as my overextension goes down, though, they should basically go away. I'll take the Diplo points, please. So, nope, they're definitely still going to pop. So as soon as I get these guys down, I'll head those guys down here to suppress those rebels. All right, there we go. Get those guys down here to suppress, and then hopefully even prevent it. That would be nice. Nah, they're probably going to fire. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm down here, it's all that matters to me. Looks like my general died casually. All right. It might not happen. We'll see. Couple of points there. Now we just need the Enlightenment there, and we have everything else done. So that's good. 24 dev, not bad. This one over here has how much? 35 dev. Take a look at the dev map mode, right? See, I told you. Czechoslovakia looking very good. Not necessarily Slovakia, but Czechia. So in this war, I am going to take as much as I possibly can. And preferably enough... Well, we can't kick them out of Anatolia. It's unfortunate. But I need to take all their forts on Anatolia's side. Very important. And it would also be smart of me to, like... take another side of the strait. So something like this is fine. I'll give some clay to these guys, and I actually probably won't core any of it myself. But it cost me 0 Diplo. It's pretty good. It's very good, actually. You can't beat free. All these blockades popping in and out. Naval battles. War exhaustion ticking up, but for some reason they're still feeling good. See, our absolutism is going up, which is allowing us to take a little bit more. We're going to have the rebels, so I'll just convert it. Doesn't matter to me. Those guys are handled. Very good. Nope. I will not give Austria clay. Take that one there. Not bad. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a bunch of clay to Serbia. So here's how you do this. You come down here and you say, grant province, there. You can have all that, I don't care. And then Bulgaria, we'll get plenty of that stuff down there as well. Let's see here. Bulgaria, where are you? Alphabetical order. Scroll all the way to the top. Bulgaria, grant province, down here. There we go, and that one. There you go. I don't have to touch it. 0 admin cost for me, right? Well, actually, that's not true. A couple of provinces over here that apparently I took, but that's okay. I'll core them myself. It's fine. My unrest reduction is good enough that we shouldn't have to worry about it. Some rebels pop into my vassal's lands. All good. Just build these guys all over the place. Increase the overall money in the empire. About time that I got my auto clicker installed here. Or not installed, but turned on. Save my hand cramping. There we go. Not bad. Half off trade efficiency guy. Yes, please. I love it. Devoyed rebels. So, Truce with France is over. I think what I'll do is I will yoink a province from Provence here. Provence. You will give me a province, any province. It doesn't matter which one. Preferably something that has low dev. There you go. And then I will wait 1 day. Cleansing of the heresy. Boom. And now we just go beat up on them and take as much clay as we possibly can in the war. Again, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. All the while our stuff is going up. I should probably still be deving this stuff, so let's go with the burgers. There we go. Dev this state up over here. There you can see we have the extra dev cost over here, so look at that. 24, 20. Not bad. Very good. Let's also, I should have been doing this the whole time as well, exploiting admin dev. What it does is it lowers the cost to dev each province. It also gives you money, which, you know, obviously we don't need the money, but it's more about, you know, making it cheaper to dev each province. It's just more efficient, that's all. Yes. We're getting more. Missionary strength or tolerance of true faith. Sounds good. To base production in Rome. And we're just speed 5 in it. I'm doing nothing. I literally am doing nothing. It's wonderful. Radical reforms. Nice. So I explain this every campaign, but what's going on is since I have a inflation reduction guy and a trade efficiency guy, you get this event. You can fire both of them, fire one of them, and either way you get 200 mana of whatever their associated class is, or you can get mercantilism. Don't ever do this, not worth. If you want to keep them, which in this case I think I would like to keep them both, if you fire them, you can't, you know, fire them if they're not in your court, so then you just turn right around and you just rehire them and you're good to go. Easy enough. Let's go with the early absolutism. Very strong. Continue to convert all of this heretical lands. Looks like Macedonia has a Jewish province, huh? Interesting. I could convert to Jewish. Plot twist of the century. Years of separatism, national unrest is good. That one's free. Those are fine with me. The Years of separatism, it'll be nice because I'll be able to core it and release tags. Like Brittany can be released, so we'll release Brittany. It looks like it's about it. Yep. The rest of his provinces will just be given to various people. So now you can see our absolutism is going up a little bit more. It's still really low, but we'll do what we can from it. So in this war, I'm going to take everything I can. Ideally, we can take the entirety of Brittany. And then, like, that province there. It's fine. Innovativeness for free. Yes, please. Pope Man wants out. It's fine, Pope Man. Be gone. It's his vassals that are giving him a little bit of extra war enthusiasm because he does own a decent bit of the New World. We have the war goal, right? Oh, nope, just kidding. They lost enough battles that we don't have the war goal. That's pretty annoying. Do they actually have it? No, nobody has it. His war exhaustion will continue to rise. Something like this. Doesn't have to be 100% peace deal. It's fine with me. If it's not. And I'll just, you know, divvy up the land that we take from him between vassals. Probably just Provence and Brittany, but it's fine. Sure. I guess I'll just lose some money. Let's get some of these guys built up over here, especially in my Marches lands. As long as they can afford it, they'll build up to the force limit. I won't take their trade. Naples, I will take his trade though, because he's got a lot of trade power over here in. That's good. It's really good. 50 ducats over here, man. Jeez, oh Pete. Let's try collecting over there and see how that affects us. So we're going from 32 here to what? 29 there. So let's collect from there instead of Venice. It's a lot of trade that's actually steering out of there. Lose our claim on Wienerwald. I'm not... Stop it. I'm not giving you any clay, Austria. You turd. Continue to convert everything from my vassals because I'm a good guy. And we just are slowly expanding this way, right? Serbia adding a bunch of clay to the HRE. Very good. Continue to convert for him. Looks like Bulgaria is converting a bunch of stuff on their own, which is really good. And I'll convert whatever they can't, you know? That's the big stuff. Constantinople, very important that we convert that one. 29 religious unity for him. That's pretty heavy. And as he finishes coring up this stuff. Macedonia is under siege, huh? Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to be able to get this. All of this, at least, so... something... like that's fine. I will core it all up, except for this province here. I'll give that one to Provence. Where's Provence at? I'll give you those, that province and that province there. I will core up all of Brittany, who will then promptly be added to the HRE, assuming Provence wants to add those provinces. It'd be a shame if they didn't. Looks like they actually don't want to, though. Greek separatists. So hopefully they'll get handled. Let's send some boys over there. Let's actually have both these armies head over there. There we go. Make the best of it. Spain's truce is over. Turn around. Holy War. This is the war where we take Sicily and Sardinia and release them as vassals of the HRE. And long live the Emperor. It looks like we have another heir. He's not very good. I think we can do better. So I'm just going to spend the prestige. Our prestige is infinite. So we can afford to just keep tossing our babies out until we get a good one. Especially because we're basically constantly at war, so it doesn't matter, really. Continue to invert the clay. Max promoted cultures. Not super useful, admittedly. I'll just take the mercantilism. Hopefully they can win some battles, but usually the AI is good at getting picked off little stacks. But you can just full occupy them, or full occupy them, and it'll be fine either way. This lag from speed 5 in late game EU4 is crazy, man. It's like late game Hoi 4. Try to unpause the game after like 1944, and it's just like you just can't move. There you go. Are they doing it? Are they doing it? They're doing it. They're attacking them. Attack them. Yeah. Reinforce. Dogpile, you. Look at them. 250,000 men. Not bad. Wipe them all out. Destroy them all. Destroy them all. Look at the war score going up. War score just exploding up. But unless you get at least 10 from battles. There we go. Now we got the ticking war score as well. Well, apparently we don't. Really. You need 10 from battle, so it must be like 9 point something then. Unfortunately. Hey, unjustified demands. I mean, I don't think it matters because everything we were going to take will be considered justified because of the Holy War CB. But let's start making our way down here and ideally across the strait, you know, something like that. Start working our way into Northern Africa. We're going to need to. No reason sitting around not doing it, but we're not going to be able to, definitely because of there's going to be some issues with whatchamacallit. Yo, you are bad. You are very bad. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. Oh, it looks like we might be able to get that 100%er. There you go. Occupy them. Yes, do it. Get them, Genoa. My boys are losing their ships left and right. That's fine. Negative prestige, no problem. Looks like I'm going to take all this stuff and I can't even release him because he's not going to be a member of the HRE because for some reason Provence hasn't added any of these provinces to the HRE. Why? I don't know. But kind of depends on that. The success to this operation kind of depends on that. But yeah, we just got to sit here and wait. We can do it. Especially after his war exhaustion maxes out. There you go. Spain losing some battles over there in Sardinia. Releasing the new vassals is going to be a big one. And with our humanist idea groups, you know, it looks even better because... Oh, Spain's making gains. You see that, boys, on the bottom? Spain is making gains. You best believe it, right? This game is fair and balanced. Everything makes... It just works, you know? Spain is making gains. Full occupied, by the way. Convert the Jews. That is cool, though. I've heard of that event that gives you the Jewish province in Macedonia, but I was not fully aware of it. Ongoing battles, current peace offer. Looks like I might not be able to get it, but it's fine. I would like... Oh, that's totally fine. Hell yeah. I can be overextended. No big deal. I will core it all up because why not? I'll be a little overextended. It's not a big deal. Shouldn't actually even have much unrest. There's literally no unrest. No way. Because our separatism is so low. That's crazy. And now if I have rebels that are going to pop, I'll take that. If I have rebels that are going to pop, I literally can just buy them down because we have extra mill points. It's beautiful. Lose the prestige. Who cares? Gib air, please. Minor inconvenience. Don't care. Continuing to convert everybody. Not bad. That is not bad at all. I'm very happy with that. All right, cool. Well, I think that's a good place to call it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure that you show your support. Leave a like, subscribe, ding the bell, all that fun stuff. Also, if you want to check out what's going on the Discord, we have that linked in the description, as well as our Patreon. If you have it within your means and you would like to support us, the Patreon is the best way to do it, without a doubt. So if you want to check that out, link is in the description below the video. All right, we have to convert Constantinople first. And it's at -2 because seat of strong aristocrat. Sounds good, man. You turd. But yes, with all that fun stuff being said, this is Chewyshoot, and I will catch you guys later.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I would like to give a big special thanks to my top supporters for the month of April: Drunk Binary, Spartan Omega, Bloodbound, Devos Sander, Angelic, Sprocket, Ian, M. Dressel, Thar, Blonde Damon, Gabriel Court, Corbett, Shankopotamus, T. Jarden, Barking Glad, Natsuki, Disdain, Harry, Emirado, Jay Cutchell, and Winkler, RJ Pilot, and Stolier. I appreciate you guys very much.